Hello, welcome back to the channel. This video, I think I've promised to do this one for a while. I've had almost every video I post, someone will put in a comment, what mod are you using to do the, shows the item colours. What they're talking about is the rainbow filter mod. As you can see, looking at this, I mean, I'm using this character because it's got monster infrequent legendaries on it. So it's a really good example of the colours that get changed on that. It's even changed the colour of the name Mad Queen's Claw. Try saying that 5 times really fast. Change the colour of Mad Queen's Claw to a kind of a pinky colour from the usual purple legendary colour of that. Even though with that one, it split the colour of the name into 2 colours. It's highlighted mythical in a lighter colour purple. So Rainbow Filter mod, you get it from, well, best place I found to get it from is you go on the Grim Dawn forum on the official Crate Entertainment site here. And what I'll do, I'll link that. Well, I will add that link to the description of this video. So you can go into the description of this video, click on the link, and it will take you to the official Crate forum thread devoted to the Rainbow Filter mod. And then you can read up on it. I'm not going to go through all the details of it. There's all sorts of different things you can do with it. What I use, I downloaded the basic text file, the Rainbow Filter text file, which you got an option of 2 places where you can put it. The web page will tell you exactly all about that and which one they think is the best place to put it in. So you've got a text file, you put it in a folder, and then when you start the game up, all the colours are changed like this. If you don't like it, just delete the text file. The other thing you can do there is an executable where you can create your own and you can add filters and all sorts to it. It's quite powerful. I've never bothered with that. Now, this is personal preference. This isn't my advice. I tend to minimise the amount of mods that I use in games, apart from Skyrim, where I went crazy and had, you know, loads and loads of mods in Skyrim changing all sorts of things, mostly graphical improvements, but forget that. So what you got here, you put your Rainbow Filter text file, if you do it the way I did it, put your Rainbow text filter into a folder, start the game up, and then immediately, instead of having all the text the same color, and you know, you have to train yourself to get used to seeing this, because initially I started using this and I thought, oh my god, it's like retina burnout looking at all the different colours. But then you play the game for a while, your brain gets trained to recognise things, and you can open up an item's description, glance at it, and almost know instantly, yeah, that's something I want or I don't want or whatever. So you can see there that it uses different colours for different damage types, and you will learn that glaring neon turquoise colour is ether damage, chaos is a kind of a purpley damage, vitality is a dark red, poison's green. The damage colours tend to make sense after a while. You get used to seeing those colours, and you don't even have to read it. You see the colour and you know what the damage type is, and it'll do it to all of it. And it's on components as well, so it's like everything. So anything that drops, I mean, it's the same old thing. If you've got skills that don't, if you've got a mastery that doesn't use skills that are on the item, it'll grey them out. That's the only thing that's the same as the default version, and that stuff that's in brown as well. When it's not item specific, I mean, sorry, when it's not damage type specific, like it won't try and put a colour onto Possession or Soleil's Witchfire on that thing there. So that's the items. So when you've got something that's on the ground, there you go, it's that colour. And if you've got a rare item, see, now what would normally happen with that is the name would, where it says of blades, the whole name would be that colour green. But what it's doing here is it's showing you that the prefix, well, it's a monster infrequent. It's a monster infrequent drop, so it's that weird green colour of the actual name of the item. Then the prefix, because the prefix is magic, which is yellow, which is the same as if you were to look at the items here, common white, magic yellow, rare green, monster infrequent, different colour green, although by default it's not in the basic game until you put this rainbow filter on. Epic's blue, Legendary's purple. So what you've got there is you've got the monster infrequent green colour, which is different from a normal green colour. You've got magic prefix is shown as yellow, and the rare suffix is shown as green. So there, that thing, that's a monster infrequent, but it's got a magic prefix, magic suffix, so they're both shown as yellow. Same thing with that. Shame I haven't got a double rare. You can see I don't prep for these videos, or I'd have found myself a double rare to use for this. There's a normal legendary. That's a normal legendary colour, and that's a monster infrequent legendary colour. Right, now not only does it change the items, if you go into your skills, it applies the rainbow filter colouring to the skill damage as well, so the damage types within the skills get those colours on them. So it's through the whole game. It's not, although it's rainbow filter, and the perception is that it's items, but it's everything. Anywhere where there's a damage type in the game, it's going to put these colours on it. And trust me, you do get used to it. You get used to it, and those colours jump out, and you don't have to think too much. Even does it in devotions. Although saying that, if you've got a devotion that you haven't put any points into, it's fine that it does damage type. There you go. Because that's greyed out, because you haven't put points into it, it's not got colours on the damage type. Whereas if you've got one where you have put points into it, it will do the same thing. So you get the colours on the damage types. And the attributes. I mean, the attributes get pink. So you know if something, when you're scrolling around, you can see immediately if something boosts an attribute, because it's pink, it jumps out at you. I think it's the same, that looks the same sort of pink as the monster infrequent legendary, but you're never going to get confused on that, because the only other time that pink will appear is in the item name of a monster infrequent legendary. Now I'd say it's well worth getting, and because you don't have to get the executable and run it and mess about and try and learn it. You can just grab the text file, stick it in a folder, load the game up, go and run around and pick a few items up and have a look and think, is this for me? Oh, of course it's, yeah, it's in here as well. So anywhere where there's an item, whether it's in a shop, on the ground, there's no restriction to where the colouring appears for damage types. And that's the mod I use. I don't use any others. That's the only one. There's a bunch of other mods out there that are really good, but I do try not to use loads of mods in this game and in most other games. That's pretty much it. God, I kept that shorter than I thought I was going to. If you use different mods and you want to recommend them, shout them out and link them in the comments. Be fine. If you've got an opinion on this one, well, I can't imagine anyone disliking it unless they really can't deal with the colour overload. But my recommendation is follow the link onto the official forum, grab the text file, the basic rainbow filter text file, stick it in the folder they recommend, load the game up, run it, see if you like it or not. If you don't like it, just delete the text file. There you go. That was that video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.